Welcome to the Daily Gerry Anderson podcast. Once again, the equipment gives the presenter jip as he tries to get his message across to the great unwashed. How will he ever make as much money as Nolan when they can't even hear him?
That's all I wanted to say.
Is there some delay here, or is it me?
There's a delay.
Yes.
No, it's not a delay. There's the radio on in that gentleman's room.
You've still got your radio on, you know, and that's creating a kind of a delay.
No, it's TV. I'm watching TV. It's on. I can't hear anything on my phone.
You see, I can't fight this.
No.
The people can't hear me unless they put on the TV. And if they put on the TV, it's a horrendous... it's like calling from America. What happens if you turn off the TV and see what happens? You see? Hello?
If I turn off the TV, I can't hear anything.
All right, then, okay. What are we going to do about this?
But why don't you try it?
Will you try it? Will you turn off the TV and see what happens?
But is he on the phone? He's obviously on the phone.
I think he's on the phone, yeah.
I can't hear a thing on the phone.
But have you tried turning off the TV?
Hello?
You see, it's a delay. It's like talking to someone in San Francisco 10 years ago.
Hey.
Anyway, it's okay. You obviously you refuse to turn off the TV, but that's all right. That's your prerogative. It's your phone.
Right, there's...
Right then.
No, he's turned it off.
TV's off.
Well, can you hear me now?
No.
Brilliant.
There's no answer to that. All right then.
I can't hear a word.
Can you not?
No.
The talk turns to means of public transport and the delivery of goods via various methods. The presenter is expert at this, having studied millenarianism and cargo cults in a past career as a bluffing social anthropologist. This has nothing to do with anything, but I like saying millenarianism.
Did you ever send anything by train or bus?
Oh, often, yeah, bus, yeah. You can't send anything by train because, you have to wait. You have a beard by the time it arrives. By bus, yeah, I often send things to... As a matter of fact, I was doing a gig in Belfast one time and I had to bring some records with me. Yeah. And I forgot them. And I arrived in Belfast and I had no records. Luckily, it was during the day and I didn't have to have these records until about 8 o'clock at night, so I phoned up the good people at the Gold Liner, the express bus, and I said, listen, if a person brought over a little box with records in it, would you bring them down the bus? And my daughter brought the box over and gave it to the conductor. And I said, give him a $5. And he said, no, thanks, that's quite all right. It's a pleasure.
That's a lie.
It's a lie?
That's a lie.
What's a lie?
That part of it's a lie. They charge.
They don't charge.
They do. They weigh it and charge it. And
no, sometimes.
That's not.
If you have a casual arrangement, you save the bus driver.
No, that did not happen.
It did not. Are you calling me a liar?
Yes. That part of the story is not true.
It is true.
This bus driver just said, oh, yes, sure. Oh, yeah,
Yes, he did.
And also...
Do you know why he did that? Because he was unlike you. He was a human being.
Are you saying, give him a $5?
My daughter went over to the
Never happened. Janice said it never happened.
He's lying. He's telling a lie. Like, you're right, Sean, he's a liar. You're right, Sean, he's a liar.
They make money out of that. It's a service that the Ulster bus provides.
Yes, they do. But actually, if you asked them nicely, they would probably do it. I'm not suggesting that they do it. Look, will you stop?
No.
There are a number of things attributed...
I do it often.
I want you to listen to something now.
All right.
Try to listen to this?
Yes.
We talked about this earlier. This will bring you back. See, that wasn't the one we thought. That's music while you work. But you know what happens? See the song that we sang? It comes in later on. What do you hear? I'll tell you when it comes in. This is the intro, just. Here we go. Hut. Good evening, BBC here. You're now witnessing one of the wonderful programmes that we put on in the 50s. While you're listening to this, Gerald McAnderson is lying ill in bed in Londonderry, in Northern Ireland. This is a request for him, his mum, his dad, and all his siblings. This is sent in by a little baby called Sean Coyle, who's lying in bed with calipers on his legs. And he says he'll be all right. He hopes he'll be able to walk when he's 6. Well done, Sean. get those calipers going. I've since discovered that under the stairs he found them. Cast away, cast away.
Calling all workers.
Janet said it's called Calling All Workers.
That's us out.
It's like the typewriter song.
There's certain similarities. Germany calling, Germany calling. I'd like to play a special request for a little boy in Rosemount, in Londonderry, in Nassau Street. Oh, he's from the Bahamas. Little boy who hasn't been out and won't be able to walk until he's 6. Oh, you'll miss everything. Oh, look at little Gerald Anderson running around playing football. Wouldn't you like to be like him? What a lovely little boy. British Forces Post Office. Does not make your heart beat faster within your breast. Sorry, Janet.
Janet has knocked.
Can't you wait until the music is over? Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Have you come far? Good evening to you all. My husband and I would like to ask you, have you come far?
There's a weak phone call.
You're no fun. I was enjoying myself there, too. If you look at me as if I was mad. It's the only pleasure I have, playing old
Fix
music.
that seat. It's very annoying to look at you.
I have to... Look at the seat. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean,
You're disappearing.
I know I'm disappearing.
And people can only see what we see.
the people have brought this chair in, and they threw the one out. The only thing that worked in here was the chair. They've thrown that out. Now the microphones don't work, the machine doesn't work, and now the chair doesn't work. And next it'll be me that's not working. Because look at me, look at the way I'm sitting.
Yes, it's...
Look, Dr. Stephen, it's Dr. Stephen Hawking. That's what I'm like. And a gentleman writes to me and he said, Dear Puppet Chin, again, many old and bitter and probably unstable dairy people will remember when Tuesday was Complaints Day. Do you remember on this programme we had a special day set aside for complaints?
It was Friday.
Was it a Friday?
Yes.
Oh, was it really?
Yes.
He
Friday
thought it was a Tuesday.
Friday was always complaints.
And do you know why we stopped it? Because it turned out that it was just the same as every other day. Because people complained bitterly every single day, so there was no need to single out a Friday. May I suggest Thursday as Old Jokes Day, and you could call it Boom Boom Day. Isn't that a good idea?
A very good idea.
This great idea was inspired by the sad demise of the Encyclopedia Britannica. I was saddened to hear that it's gone. You know, the door-to-door man?
Yeah.
He'd come with the Encyclopedia Britannica. You'll never see him again. It's all gone online.
I once went
Did you ever have a set of those?
I went for an interview to sell them.
An interview to sell Encyclopedia
They
Britannica?
were looking for sales representatives in Dublin.
Door-to-door salesman.
Yeah.
Were you successful? No.
What do you think?
Are you sitting there telling me that
Yes.
they didn't want you
Yes.
as a man who would sell Encyclopedia Britannica door-to-door?
Yeah.
That
guy,
is
I'll never
that's
forget
serious rejection.
I'll never forget it. And it was an American guy, and he was doing the talk, right? He giving the talk, and
Yes.
he asked us how many volumes do you think you could sell? Many, sets.
Yes.
Could you sell? And in one of those situations, no one spoke because we didn't know anything about them. I says, I think I could do one a day. He says, you could sell 5 sets of the Encyclopedia Britannica in a week. He says, I think so. He says, you'll go to the top of this business. He says, if you can sell 5 a day, or 5 a week, 5 a week.
Yeah.
So apparently, I don't know how many you're supposed to sell.
It's
in a
all
week.
promising, yeah?
Yes, what he said. But no, he was laughing at me. He said he knew there was no way you're going to sell 1 a week or one a day.
But he must have been impressed by your keenness.
And he pointed out to us, he gave us a little tip on how to sell.
Go ahead.
How to approach people.
This is a very valuable thing in this year of economic recession. There are people out there looking for all the tips they can
For
get.
instance, you're a man that would be seen about restaurants, and you like nice service and you like nice food.
And I like drink better.
Right. But he says, he gave an example of a good waiter. and the bad waiter.
Yes.
Right. Have you any idea? Right? The bad waiter will come to you after you finish your meal and say,
Was everything all right, sir?
no, it would say to you, what a minute now.
You've forgotten.
No, wait a minute, no.
I'll give
The
you all
bad, I know what the good waiter
Take
says.
your time,
I know what the good waiter says.
Well, say what the good waiter said, and maybe it'll come to you what the bad waiter might say.
Yeah, but see, I want to ask you what the good waiter would say.
When he comes to you when you finish your meal?
Yeah.
Was that okay, sir? But of course, he should have come to you during the course of the meal and saying, Is everything all right, sir?
Well, you finished your meal, and you know when it comes coffee or tea time,
Yeah.
the bad waiter will come to you and say,
Coffee, sir?
anything else?
Anything else, sir? Oh,
yes.
madam? Yeah.
Right? So it gives you the choice. You know, do I want tea or no? Right?
Uh-huh.
You have a yes or a no.
Yes.
The fact that you would have a no there is bad.
Is this going to take long?
No.
Okay.
But the good waiter will come to you and say to you, your meal all right, sir? Would you like tea or coffee?
Yeah, you have to choose.
So you're going, do I want tea or do I want coffee? One way or the other, you're making a sale.
Yeah, in other words, you're not saying to yourself, do I want anything?
Yes.
You're saying, do I want tea or do I want
Do I
coffee?
want tea or do I want coffee? And what do you want? And then you goes around the table. Do you want tea? Do you want coffee? Not. Is there anything else?
The possibility that you might want anything, might want nothing, is not considered.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
And that's so the good waiter says. You see. So I learnt that in Dublin.
And then they didn't give you the job.
No.
I think that's
it was
cruel.
all right. It was all right going for that. I learnt that.
What about Thursday then? It's Old Jokes Day. The idea was inspired by the sad demise of the Encyclopedia Britannica. He said, I had a complete set of books, but I sold them because my wife knows everything. Boom, boom. These are the jokes starting.
Oh, no, it's not good.
So I booked her around the world cruise, but she wanted to go somewhere else. Boom, boom. No. Can't think of any more old jokes, but we owe it to Frank Carson to preserve the tradition of crap jokes. Here, come here. Did you hear about the dead vegetarian?
No.
There was a big turn-up at his funeral. Boom, boom. What do you call an Irish sniper? Amen. And I never understood that national anthem, Soldiers Are We. Soldiers are normally big. I stop now. Continue on.